Okay, so in this tutorial we will talk about the main workflow with CameraFx. We will look at how we actually can use CameraFx in order to produce an actual animation. And I have this scene here with a guy seemingly walking within a snowstorm, and the idea is to make a recording of a camera shooting this particular scene. And I have some ideas. We haven't really prepared anything, so we're just gonna start off from scratch and build everything from the bottom up. So we're gonna start off with creating a camera. So I'm gonna insert a CFX camera in here, and let's bind this camera onto a model. Let's go into Motionbuilder or the CameraFx. Select the camera, and to start off I'm going to create a recorder effect just so I can control my camera and kind of drive my camera onto the position where I want to start. Okay, so this will be my starting point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with a crude base animation, kind of a crude idea on how I want this animation to be done. I'm going to do that using the recorder, which gives me a kind of a good ability to kind of just move my camera where I want it to go. So I don't really need to care how to be very specific on the movements right now. I'm just going to move around, make a base animation, so to say. So let's start recording here. And let's start the animation, and let's let the camera roll. So I'm just gonna do it like this, and kind of keep my distance from this guy, perhaps. Yeah, well then, that wasn't so bad. So let's take a look at this recap here. As you can see, everything I did earlier is recorded, so this is the recording I'm looking at right now. Okay, so this is my base animation. What I'm going to focus on from this point is just fine-tune this animation to a point where I'm kind of satisfied with the results altogether. So say for example, I kind of think I really would like to get a little bit closer to this guy's feet at this point. So instead of redoing the animation, I'm just gonna apply a patch on this one, kind of move my camera to a better position. So at this point, I want to be a little bit further down and a little bit further forward. So I'm gonna create an offset effect here. The offset effect is a great tool for me to kind of adjust my movement at some specific point. So at this point, I want to be a little bit closer to this guy, like so. And I'm gonna extend my my duration on this position quite a bit, just to make sure that I don't see the transition from the base animation to my reconfiguration here, so to say. So now that we're done, we can rewind and see the final result here. So we're gonna play forward, and yeah, it's a little bit too narrow still. So let's extend this guy quite a lot here, so we don't, like so. I think I'm actually gonna extend this guy even further. So this is just to make sure that you can't really see my transition here. So there we go. Yeah, so much better. So we're kind of looking at his feet right now, and then we're backing off a little bit here. Now at this point, I think it would be kind of better to see the whole guy entirely. So let's create a new patch here with yet another offset. Kind of want to do the same thing as we did before. Something like that. And I'm just gonna adjust my, well, maybe not my roll here, but some adjustment like so. And let's rewind here. So we're kind of still looking at his feet and move it backing away, and now we have a much better view on the whole guy. Okay, so let's say that I'm satisfied with this particular animation. I can redo this or apply patches to this as much as I want. But at this point, let's say that I'm satisfied with this one. Now I want to make some more better feeling to this animation. So at this point, we kind of suffer from the same problem as we have with spline movements and so on. It's kind of, the movement is a little bit too perfect, and I want to remedy that a little bit. So I'm just gonna create a layer on top of everything here, and I'm gonna create some noise. So this noise is some kind of ambient noise I want to have throughout the entire animation. So let's set these borders to infinite, and so I can just start this animation here so I can see the animation rolling while I tweak my parameters here. So let's say let's exaggerate. There we go. So now I have a really wobbly feeling to my motion here, and that's perhaps not the intent I want to have with this one. So let's just downscale this perhaps like so. So at least we get some kind of small noise in between here. Besides from that, I would like to make some specific shakes at the point where he's actually moving his feet while I'm standing pretty close to him. So let's say when he hits the foot down over there. So let's say over there. Now I can create yet another noise effect. And I'm gonna take the first step. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit here. So I want the start effect. Well, I want the effect to start off pretty steep, but then I want it to kind of fade away. Maybe not that much, but say like that perhaps. And I want to have a lot of, maybe that much, not that much. 30, 30, 30 perhaps. So basically what I'm doing is, at this particular point, I want the camera to shake quite a lot. So it kind of, well, it actually started before the foot were set down. Maybe that was not really the intent. So let's see if I can. There, we got the foot down. So let's move this guy over here. And now we get, boom. Oops. Maybe a little bit too exaggerated. So let's take this to 20 instead, like that. Boom. And I don't think I need to have that kind of long aftershake. So let's say that length perhaps. Now we get the shake there, and I want to have another shake once we set the foot down. There perhaps. Over there. So I'm just going to duplicate this effect here. So I take this guy, hold Control, and I drag it to this location. Let's see if we can make some more shakes on the other steps as well. So over there we get some shake. It's already over there, so let's create a new layer so we don't disturb these guys. Like so. And let's make another step once we take down here, okay? So, and like so. Right. Okay, that is as much as I wanted to do on this particular scene.